Today I'm in my polytunnel, and today I'm planting these. Now these, you can see, there you go again, these are baby leaf lettuce. I've grown them in these little plug pots like that, you see, and now I'm transplanting them because they're getting bigger into their own little pot, but it's still bigger than the first plug pot. So there's one in there, I hope you can see because I'm a little far away and I've got too much in the way. Here we go. Number two, like I say, they're plug pots. They've got a little tiny hole in the bottom of there, and they go into these. These are square pots. I actually prefer to use a round pot. I don't know why, but I do. I find that plants grow better in a round pot than they do in a square pot. But I'm actually planting these up. I can bring all the root, but there we go. I'm planting these into square pots. Now, as I say, these are baby leaf lettuce, which is, I did two varieties. One is an English variety, or an English mixed variety of baby leaf, and the other one is an Italian mixed baby leaf salad. And what you can see there, just move this around a bit. Okay. So yes, there's 54 in the plug pots, which I'm taking them out of. And I'm putting them into, oh, there's two in that one, that's good. I'm putting them into 10 pots, so I'm going to need quite a few, but I've got a good stack. The compost that I'm using is a multi-purpose compost mixed with horse manure. As I say, they are baby leaf lettuce, different varieties. And as they grow, I shall take the bottom leaves off. They're quite time consuming, I must admit, when you're doing salad leaves, as in bags of salad. It is very time consuming, but I'm sure that I can sell them to people who have like sandwich shops or have restaurants and cafes and do garnishes and things like that. So there's one tray of 10 baby leaf salads coming out of the plug pots and going into these square pots. I'm going to do some more in a minute. So to fill it up, I've got this scoop which is actually kind of the right size for the pot, and it fits in there quite well. So I'm just literally scooping it out, one scoop per plant pot, and then I go back over the top afterwards and I top up any that need topping up, or I take a bit out that needs taking out. I've already pre-mixed the compost, as in the horse manure and the multi-purpose. With the multi-purpose, quite often they don't have lots of nutritional value in them for plants. I mean, they do have a bit because it's broken down material that's put in a big compost. But then when you mix it with horse manure, then you add to it. Sometimes I'll add either or both seaweed extract and or fish blood and bone, which will actually help root growth, produce root growth, and help to feed the plants as well. But these ones, it's just compost and horse manure. So that's the next tray done of 10 pots. So put that on there like that. Oh. I'm going to turn these round because there's some bigger plants, plug plants, well, I can't speak. Some bigger plug plants here, so they should hold the root together better. There you go, you see, good root on that. I'm just doing 2 fingers down to here, so the top two digits, pop them in that hole there, push it in just to secure it in the hole, and then we go on to the next one. So that's that in there as well, and so I will continue, and I shall bring you back later on when I've done a whole load, and they'll go back up on the bench on the top of the bathtub for now, and they will grow in the front of the polytunnel over there, and I'll bring you along to show you. Cheers for now, I'll bring you back. So today I have repotted these. Now these ones are lettuces, and I've just topped up some of the plots and repotted some and gone through them and tried to pick out anything that I might think was eating them. So these are lettuces, and these are all cabbages, a January King and Stonehead, I think they're called. They're all cabbages, all of these trays, and they're lettuces. I've replaced some and I've moved some as well over to another side. Hang on. So these are lettuces over here, and again I've topped some up and I've repotted a whole load. There's a load there, and then there's a whole load here. These ones are all baby leaf. Some of those over there are baby leaf, but these are all baby leaf salads over here, which I've taken from over there, and they were the ones that were in plug pots. All of these and all of those, and then the other ones over there that you just saw, the lettuce, some of them have come from the plug pots, and then the lettuce I've just the cabbage I've just pricked out from the seed trays. So that's how I'm getting on. So there's 168 here, there's 84 here, there's 48 here lettuces, and then there's 52 cabbage over there. The other lettuces are coming on really well. I've potted up all the strawberries over there. I think there's 130 strawberry plants, and then there's 4 or 5 types of peas, and I'm doing pea shoots as well, and I've just potted them on. My corn on cob's finally germinated and it's coming through. There's more peas in here as well. There's more lettuce under here, baby leaf. They're all covered up at the minute because it's to stop things from getting in and eating them in the night. There's lots of seedlings which I've got to prick out in these covered cloches here, and underneath that big sheet of plastic over there, and then down the end it's more lettuces that are pricked out into different trays, and they're all down that end. So a busy afternoon in my polytunnel. I am in my polytunnel and I've had a busy afternoon. Anyway, I hope everyone's well. Cheers.